Everybody listening, if you either don't have a cycle, or you're on birth control that compromises your cycle, or you're peri, or you are menopause, you are going to follow the fucking moon.
It's true, ladies. We are literally a part of Mother Nature. I get asked often, Kiran, what if my cycle is irregular? What if I am perimenopausal, menopausal, or post-menopause? How can I cycle sync? Or what if I'm on a synthetic hormone like the birth control pill, which interferes with my own hormones in my body? You can use the phases of the moon. So when we're menstruating, it's very distinct. You have 4 phases, right? When you're on your bleed, that's your menstrual phase. After that, you have your follicular phase. That takes you into ovulation, and that takes you into your luteal phase, typically the week and a half before your period, and back to menstruation. And it's this cycle, this rhythm that we're constantly following, that we're not educated about in school, that when people hear, whoa, we're not just on and off our period, it is mind-blowing. There is no coincidence that the moon has a 28-day lunar cycle, typically 29 and a half, and many of our cycles align with that time frame. If your cycle is a little longer, that is okay too. And that cyclical nature that you have, it does not stop after a woman is done menstruating. You still have that rhythm by nature. And by tapping into the lunar cycle, you can feel more connected to your body and its incredible wisdom that it holds. As a brief overview, here are our phases, and here are the phases of the moon that they align with. The follicular phase, that corresponds with the waxing moon. This is a time when you are excited to take on projects. You are primed up to do your highest intensity movement, as well as when you're ovulating. That exercise, that movement is going to be supportive. Your body, it can tolerate fasting better. So there's all these little things that we need to understand. Then you go into ovulation, and that corresponds with the full moon. This is the time where you're feeling sexy, confident, energized, right? Your body is primed to be looking for a mate, and you're feeling yourself. Your luteal phase, your waning moon phase, this might be a time for many women where they're craving more carbohydrates. All right, your luteal phase. It is about 10 to 14 days long. It is your longest phase in your cycle. It is after ovulation and before your bleed. Your progesterone is literally the hormone that dominates during this phase. Progesterone also stimulates our hunger and boosts our metabolism, so you'll tend to feel hungrier around this time of month. We are more hungry because we need to store up for menstruation that follows. What's next is your menstrual phase, right? Your body's literally shedding the lining of its uterus. And your menstrual phase, this aligns with your new moon, where you have heightened intuition, where you're going to be taking it more slow because your body's working hard as it is. And you can be using these phases to your advantage all throughout your life. There are times during my cycle where I notice that I'm called to be more social, to interact with more people, to hustle mode. It's what's working for me. I'm feeling wired. I'm feeling ready to do that. And then there are moments where my intuition is heightened and I feel like retreating inwards, such as my menstrual phase, right? I don't want to do it all. I want to go in here, figure out what she's telling me. In this world that we're living in, which is typically 9 to 5, go to work, go to school, come home, sleep, repeat, and do that day after day after day until you die or you retire, it doesn't support a woman's cycle. And I'm not saying, oh, you're on your period, don't go to work. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that if you know when your period's coming, and if you are able to conscientiously decide certain things of your calendar, a date with friends, a certain social activity, if you are in charge of making those dates, those plans, scheduling them in, then you can decide on dates and times in your cycle that are going to feel more supportive to you. That doesn't mean you won't want to meet people when you're in your menstrual phase. But what I'm saying is that your hormones, your literally biologically wired to get out there, maybe do more creative tasks. There's times where the exercises, the movement that you're doing, it's going to be more supportive to do weightlifting and get in more high intensity exercises, whether that's a spin class that you like, cycling, whatever it may be. And then there's times where what's feeling supportive to you is going on a walk. And that's what we really understand when we tap into these phases. It helps us feel more grounded and more connected. I hope this answered a common question that I'm often asked. My name is Kiran. I'm a hormone coach, and this channel is dedicated to empowering women to live their most vibrant lives. So if you're in for that, definitely subscribe, like this video so I can reach more people, and join our private community below. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. Bye. I wanna know your name. Baby, you're bubbly and radiant. You got some flavor and I'm trying to savor it. Palm gripped on the fruit.